Like try to be like raging like crazy. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean, like raging?
Yeah, like we don't gotta say nothing outlandish just to start it off. We don't
Oh,
got
okay.
to.
I mean,
We can't.
the
We
thing is, like,
can
we don't
though.
have to, but I was about to say we can. That's what I was trying to think of, like, not to be clickbaitish, but I was trying to think of like what is something that we can just come out top of the podcast, like every week, just something wild, like say something wild. Welcome
Oh, low key,
till we get canceled.
we could be like, hey, y'all think Shannon did it, and then just start the show, and then like it goes straight to
Boom,
the intro.
boom. Hey, y'all, welcome to Can We Get Canceled? This is Danny J. My name is Sean Don. This is Rob. We are here until we get canceled. Man, we appreciate y'all for coming back every week to enjoy this pod, to enjoy our presence. We really appreciate it. Hey, Danny, change your name, bro, so I'll
Yeah,
stop
yeah,
editing
yeah,
this out.
yeah. You
Um,
got you right. You right. You right.
but yeah, we really appreciate y'all just every week. Don't forget, please like, comment, subscribe, like just say something
Please
under
subscribe.
our because right now we're trying to build up the content. We're just kind of throwing it
Please.
out there. We're throwing it out there, and we're just trying to fish, and we need some fish to come on in. And then also
What?
our social media content is going to start very soon because we're about to hit week 10, right? And y'all know what happens in week
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
10.
Uh-huh.
Week 10, we're going to really start pushing this pod because season one is going to be close to wrap. Y'all, season one is about to be close to wrapping. Like, this is crazy. Like, we actually, bro. Hey, another, yeah, sound
Nah,
effect
nah.
right here, bro.
Yeah, yeah. The claps. Shout out to claps,
Drop it,
man.
drop a bomb, drop a nuclear, bro. Drop a
Whoa,
nuclear
whoa,
right
whoa,
here.
whoa.
Come on.
We are in World War three times, so I don't think we need to. Yeah, nah. We don't need to do that. But applaud though. Applause though.
Okay, what can we do? All right,
Don DeMarco.
facts. But look, DeMarco. But
Yeah.
but yeah, man. So how are y'all doing this week? Let's go ahead and we can grade the
Yeah,
week, man. How are we
go
doing?
ahead. I'll kick it off, man. I ain't gonna lie. Outside of work, I had a I had a pretty B plus week. I had two instances at work. I can share it later on in the pod if you know if I don't want to hold y'all up. But yeah, outside, man. Good week, man. Hung out with my girl a good little bit, got some work done, school wise. Man, just hey, sometimes slow motion, still motion.
Come on now. What about you, Rob?
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I give it a good a good D plus. Okay. I had some stuff happen right before we, got on this thing, you know what I'm saying? Not too long ago. You feel me? Like so, it was all right. It was a smooth little week. Could have been a cool B, but now it's a D plus. I'm just being honest, you know what I'm saying?
Dang,
But it's all good.
dang, bro. Well, look. Yeah, let's talk after. Let's talk
Yeah,
off
well,
off the
hopefully
air.
at the end of the pod, that grade kind of averages out to C.
Hey, I believe it will. I believe it will.
I would take a C. I would take it. I'll take a C, bro. I'll take a C.
What about you, Sean Don?
Man, my week has been a blur. Like I feel like the weeks are starting to do this because my schedule started to get so busy. But this week I can say it's been about a B, like a pretty average week. I can't complain about it. I started teaching some classes at Alabama Shakespeare Festival. Shout out Alabama Shakespeare
Okay.
Festival. Teaching the kids up there. I saw the show We Shall Someday, bro. The actors in that show are phenomenal. Like, oh my gosh, phenomenal. I don't know their names, but shout out them. And finally did it. Finally did it, Danny. I saw it. Saw the movie we've all been waiting for,
So
bro. And
so
that's
so
it's one of my
we've
topics,
all
bro.
seen it, bro. We've all seen it. Okay.
We've
Mhm.
all seen it. We've all seen it. We need to go ahead and put like a big like flash, spoiler alert, spoiler
Facts,
alert, spoiler alert.
facts,
Because
facts.
you know what I'm saying? Because I want to go ahead and
Y'all want to kick it
bro,
off?
I want to talk about
Y'all want to go ahead and talk about sinners?
yeah, bro. I want
You can talk
I want
about
to
it.
talk about sinners, man.
Okay. Before we get into the movie, what was you all's viewing experience like? I don't know if y'all saw like those videos Ryan Coogler put out. Man, bro, probably by the way, quick time out. I love Ryan Coogler. I'm a big like I like
Yeah,
films
big
that
shout out.
like But my reason I like him films is how things are shot. Christopher Nolan, he shoots things so well to me. Like the picture grade, like the color, like I love that. That's one of my favorite parts about watching movies.
Mhm.
And he put out a video, I think it was on social media or YouTube, and he was explaining like how they shot it in multiple different formats. Like they shot it in film, IMAX, regular kind of like digital still, because most movies are shot digital
Hmm.
because just for saving and money purposes, it's easier. But he just still like for the art of filming. So like, what screen did y'all watch it? What kind of theaters y'all go to? Like, yeah.
Oh,
Uh, yeah, you can go ahead, Rob.
I mean, for me, it was digital, and it was
Okay,
like,
okay.
and it was at AMC. You know what I'm saying? It was still, you know, like it still looked amazing. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I wish I would have went to it like, you know, like a scene where it was probably like, you know, like some different effects. I heard, you know, someone went to a scene and it was like, you know, they were like they was actually experiencing things. You know what I'm
Oh, it
saying?
was one of those 3D movie theaters.
Yeah. So
Have
I wish I
have
kind
y'all
of
been to those? Have any of y'all been to those before?
I've
I think I've
never
been
the only thing I've been to
around.
anything like that is the one at Disney World and the one and the Coca-Cola factory, bro. Like the only
Yeah.
movie theaters
Okay.
like that I've ever been.
I've only been to one. They got one in California. No, I've been to two. It was one in California, one in Florida that I've been to. And like, it was like some scene they were in
Mm.
water, like they splash water on you while I can give or take with that because let's say like you on a
Yeah,
first date, I ain't trying to have water on my popcorn that came from the seat. You feel me? But I mean it's cool though.
True.
be
I
sanitary.
feel it.
Yeah. I mean I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I
But
feel it.
um yeah, so none of y'all saw it in IMAX or anything?
Nah, I didn't.
Fortunately, bro, I did not see it in IMAX. I
Man.
was trying to like a rush job. Literally, I'm fresh off of seeing the movie, like not even an hour from leaving the theater, bro. So yeah, so
Mm.
like literally like I had to go see it quick because I knew
Man.
we wanted to talk about it on the pod this week. So I had to go see it digital. The IMAX showing was at 10, the one on the big
Got
B.
you, got you,
So
got you, got you.
so
Mm.
I was like, I mean, maybe if we finish, no, we're not gonna finish this enough time. But I was like, maybe if we finish enough time, I can
Nah,
go
I ain't
see
gonna
it.
lie,
But
I'm down. I'm just legit down to go see it again. Like that movie
yeah,
to me was
I do.
phenomenal.
If I go
Yeah.
see it, I want to see it in IMAX. I definitely want to see it in IMAX.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, so what do y'all want to tackle first? Y'all want to tackle like the story, the acting, the like what do you want to hit first?
I think let's be a little methodical because I do wanna talk about the film, but I don't want to spoil the film. You know what I'm saying? I
Okay,
know
okay.
spoiler alert. There's some stuff we just can't get around, but
Mhm.
I do wanna be a little kind to people who want to watch the movie, but just wanna don't want to miss the pod this week, especially since it's about to be a big chunk of the pod. So bro, I want to talk about especially because I really haven't had time to even dream about what I just saw. Like it's all fresh. Like I feel like it just happened to me. So I want to talk about, bro, a little bit about the acting because that's
Yeah,
where I'm at, bro. And it's crazy because I just saw a video. I don't. Yes, big salute to every single actor in that movie, bro. The one thing I want to say,
I'll pull up the
and
cast.
y'all can correct me, bro. So we need we need a dialect coach for these country accents, bro. We need one, bro.
No, that's unfair, bro.
Like,
We
bro,
already Southern, bro. So we
like
kind of
so
know.
and I get it. And that's why I'm so harsh on it. So it's just like I can put that to the side. Like, but it was laughable. It was like some country accents. I was like, oh man, y'all, like this is the most country bumpkin Southern
Yeah, I ain't gonna
accent
lie.
you could
Yeah.
ever.
The Asian couple they kind of went a little overboard to me.
And
Yeah.
like that's the thing.
Yeah.
But also I was like, maybe maybe this is the truth. Maybe this is somebody's truth. It's somebody's truth. So let me just watch the movie and enjoy it. But I do think, yo, shout out to Big
What's up,
Lex. What's going on?
Lexi? What's
Hi,
up?
what's up, guys? Sorry I'm late.
No,
Nah,
no,
you
you good,
good.
you good, you
We
good.
just chit chatting about sinners.
Yeah.
Um, bro, like that's my only big caveat with the movie was that just the country accents, bro. I was like, Jesus, what's happening? But man, phenomenal. Well, bro, well done. Nice, well done. I want to just give an applause to the actors, bro. Especially the reason why I want to bring up the actors because I just saw a video like I before I joined the pod. It was you have the cast list pulled up.
Yeah, I do. I do.
Who played Sammy?
Sammy was Miles Katoon.
Hmm.
Miles Katoon. I saw a video of him. Don't know how old he was. He was in uh funny story because controversy, but he was in TD Jake's church, the Potter's house, whatever that
Yeah,
is,
he's
and he was.
he's a musical artist actually originally. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And I heard him say, I've never heard of him before until this day. Maybe I even saw this video before, but I saw that video, bro, and Buddy can
Yeah.
sing. Oh
Also,
my God.
fun
Like I
fun
knew he can sing
fact.
in the movie, but
Fun fact, he learned how to play guitar for this role.
and when I was watching the movie, I was like, he's playing this. I was like, he's playing this live. I was like, he's playing this live because there's no way. Because even me watching you play, Danny, like, no, I know how guitarists like move their fingers on a guitar, bro. I played a little bit of guitar, so it's just like you know how it works, and we've seen people try to dial it in. Like we've seen actors try to fake it, and it'd be like, all right, bro, you're not doing it right. But nah, he was dialed in. So really, really big shout out to him. He's top. I know, bro. Big shout out to Michael B. He's gonna get his credits. He's gonna get his
For
salutes.
sure, yeah.
But I think he's definitely the star, bro. Miles is definitely the star.
Oh yeah. He's like the unsung hero of it. Like I think everybody has nothing negative to say about that character.
Yeah. Like
No, dude, like he
that's
is
crazy.
phenomenal,
Was that him singing too,
bro.
right?
I believe so.
That's what I thought
Yes,
too. Like I was
yes.
like that it sounds like that's him singing. So like yeah, shout out to shout out to bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really talented, not gonna lie. A lot of people can't do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like just learn how to play an instrument quick for a role, you know what I'm saying? Like fresh. A lot of people can't do that. That's skill right there. You can't teach that.
Big time. No, no, bro, you can't, and that's dedication. Like, I
Yeah.
literally just couldn't do nothing but just want to smile and
So
be happy, bro.
so
Smile and be
Rob,
happy.
as horror is your favorite genre, like on a scale from 1 to 10, how like I guess just of horror level of horror was the movie to you?
And to me, I'll give it like a 6 or a 7. Like it was more like, if anything, it was kind of like it was more like I guess to me it was kind of eerie. Like I don't know, it's like stuff like that just be like, what if that happens in real life? You know what I'm saying? Like that, like that's really like a weird encounter you're having with, you know what I'm saying? Like with people, you know what I'm saying? Like if that happened. So it's like, and then it had like some jump scares in it. So I mean, it wasn't really scary to me, you know what I'm saying? It was more like a thriller. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't scary. It was, so yeah, I mean, I'll probably even take the number down, probably like 4 or 5 or 3. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really like,
I said two in my head when
yeah,
you asked that question. I was like, probably like
Yeah,
a two because
but
it wasn't, bro. It was a vampire movie, and it did it well, like
yeah. And it
well.
also
yeah.
it didn't to me, and I like I said, I'm not a big horror guy, but to me that didn't take away the good of the movie to me. Like even though it wasn't
Oh
like that
yeah.
Oh no,
scary.
no, it didn't.
Yeah, yeah, no, it didn't.
Um
The scariest part was a snake.
I wouldn't even, I to be real, the snake part didn't really, yeah, not for real. When
I
we
jumped. I jumped. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
got
like
real.
yeah, like yeah, yeah, like a little jump, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like
actually no, I think it's because I saw that part in the trailer, so I think I kind of expected that. So
I
um
saw no trailers, no nothing. The
yeah,
only thing I
yeah.
saw was what's her name, all bloody, saying we gonna kill all of y'all. That's the only thing I see, bro.
the only part that I jumped was all right, remember when bruh he didn't break in, but he got into the first like the white couple's house, the clan house, the first one, the very first house.
Mm,
Yeah.
hmm
And by the time Shorty walked back upstairs, Buddy was well, like I had all the blood on him. I was like, ooh, like it was
Yeah.
like on something like that. That's kind of chilling. That's a chilling like image.
Yeah.
Man, how, bro? Okay, I have a question. Was the
Now,
was the movie dark to y'all? Did y'all think that?
bruh. Well, okay, like I said, I saw it in the IMAX screen, so at no point did the movie look dark to me because just
And I think that might be the issue, bro, because seeing it in IMAX or maybe the theater was down darkness because even the previews seemed kind of dark. Like so when the movie was playing, like the dark scenes were so dark. Like everything out in nighttime, I just had to guess. Like I had to guess I didn't know Michael B. Jordan was outside dancing with them folks until he walked up. Like I was like, "Oh, you been out here this whole time?"
Yeah.
Yeah, it was dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think of anything else. Anything else you wanted to kind of like get into
Mm.
before I guess we get into the storyline?
Okay. This is the other thing I want to talk about, and this is controversy because I think this movie did it because I will say I will stand on this. I don't think it's ever necessary. I don't think it's ever necessary. I think there's always cuts you can make. But the one thing that I have to talk about, bro, because I've talked about it in other movies before, and they've done it so awful, like our sex scenes.
I'm with you on that.
Like
I'm
this
with you
one,
on that. Yeah.
this one was riddled with them. Like it was riddled with them. And the thing is, like, hey man, props to all the leading guys, bro. Literally all of them got one, man. I'm proud of y'all, man. But what I will say is I think you can always like allude to something without like going deep into it. Because at a certain point, it's just like, all right, we've been watching these folks. It's been some time now. We've been watching these folks hunch, and then we already have a few people doing it. I don't know, and maybe there's a different stance on it. I think this movie did it moderately because we didn't. There was nobody like full nudity. Like there wasn't any nudity. I don't think. I think the most we saw was like Michael B. Jordan is shirtless. That's probably his contract to be shirtless or something like that. Um, but like movies
That nigga
what's
slick.
the
That
movie?
nigga slick hating. That nigga slick hating.
Bro,
He
I'm
had to.
such a bro. I can't say it, bro. I can say it on the pod, bro, because I'm an actor, bro. I'm such a hater on him. What's the leading dude who? Yeah, Sammy. I'm a hater, bro. I'm a hater, bro. I'm an actor. I'm such a hater, but they did
Hey boy,
such a good job.
Sammy was a wild boy.
Hey, bro, he was a wild guy. But also, even that scene, like, it's just like, all right. The reason why I'm forgiving those scenes is because they literally were talking about that earlier. So it's kind of like, oh, that's funny. Like, it kind of alludes back to it. But at the same time, it's just like movies like what's that movie called? Don't Worry, Darling, with Harry Styles and all those other folks. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
it was like random sex scenes, and I was like, yo, like this is just out the blue. Like there's no reason for like the nudity and stuff like that. Like.
One TV series that I can confidently say overdid sex scenes. Power. Power overdid sex scenes so much. And like, cause like it's not the fact that they would do it. Like I always say, just show them, right before they get into it and pan the camera up and then just come back or something. I feel like we get the point. We know what happened. I don't have to see them in the middle of the act switching position. It's just unnecessary because like don't get me wrong, some stuff is supposed to be TV, MA or whatever for, adults only. But it just doesn't really it doesn't add to the story for me. Oh, like it's cool. Like, just allude to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it didn't go overboard though, to me. It didn't go
No,
overboard.
no, that's the thing. Like, I think this movie did it well.
One was
Like,
necessary though. The
did
scene
it all
with
right.
I guess I'll use the real actors' names. So in case I guess maybe for the people who haven't seen it yet. So like the scene with Haley and Michael B. Jordan,
Hmm.
when they was in the bar. That was kind of necessary because that kind of alluded to one of the first attacks on the inside, you know.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Like, I think that one's very, very needed. But I think the one with Michael B. Jordan and um,
Not one. I don't remember her real name, but yeah.
yes. Like her, like I don't think that one was needed. Like they could have looked at each other, started kissing,
Annie.
because
Well,
she wrote.
no. I was right. Her real name is One Me, and her name in the show and in the TV series was Annie. So yeah, One.
Yeah, like she grabbed my boy's junk and like, hey,
Hey,
we know
I ain't
what's
gonna lie. That was
next.
a powerful scene there, though. She said,
We know what's
Your
next.
body's missed me." I was
And
like,
then
"Ooh,
boom, blackout, blackout. I'll be hot, bro. I'll be sweating, bro. Man, don't
Hey,
give me all this, man.
bro. Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie. Like the way she was talking though, like she was
yeah, she was
okay.
talking. Yeah, she was talking.
All right. You
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah,
Okay. It's
yeah."
just like it's just like what you mean?
She
I
was
ain't
Like
gonna
like,
lie.
hey,
She had that
yo,
real Jill Scott energy.
yeah, it's
come on
like
now.
what you trying to do, man? Stop
Mm,
playing. What you
Yeah,
what you trying to
and then
do
bro,
though?
acted like he don't want it, like he annoyed, like But I ain't
It's
even trying to
like,
be on
Bro,
that
quit
man,
right
I'm
playing,
now.
chilling on
bro.
that, but I'm just trying to see what's up though, too. Like, what's good?
Shawty, I ain't even on that right now, man. But like the nigga peeking on, like, I ain't even on that right now.
I'm gonna fold like a wet cracker, bro, every
Oh
time,
my
bro.
gosh.
Every
I
time,
ain't gonna
bro.
lie.
A
Hey,
That
but
wet
actually,
cracker is
also,
actually,
crazy.
actually, that was a wild scene too, because like Shorty was definitely open. Like the shop wasn't closed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Them kids could have came back with some candy and they just would have been in the middle of it. You know what I'm saying?
mm, that is true. There's nothing that was like they literally just kind of got it right then. But I mean, hey, you got to get it how you get it sometimes, bro. You just spur
Bro,
the
they could
moment.
have found
But
me though. Nah.
But yeah, I
but
guess the
shout out to the women in the movie though, because it was
oh
a
yeah,
lot of
they
like really
killed it.
strong, like
They killed it.
yeah, a lot of really strong women in the week. Really didn't say nothing about them, but shout out to them, bro. It was really, really nice to see.
Even the kids too. Remember at the beginning, the two kids, the daughter of the Asian couple, she was good,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
even the little girl. I remember the scene where Smoke was like
yeah. Oh yeah,
watch
yeah,
his
yeah. In
truck.
the
She was
beginning,
good too. She was good too.
Yeah.
hey man, Ryan Coogler is a good writer. He's a
Phenomenal,
very
bro.
good writer. Like very
Um,
good writer.
yeah, and also I saw a thing on Twitter. He knows how to get the pro not the protagonist, the antagonist, which for those who don't know, the antagonist is the villain of the movie. Um, he can get like you to understand their mindset if you know if you want to think about the movie in that way. And I think the brilliant thing about this
Mm-hmm.
movie is if you want to look at the deep like notes about it or like the deep innuendos about the movie, you can. But if it's just a vampire horror movie to you or vampire action thriller, it's just as good either way. Like you can dissect it if you want to, but you don't have to. And it's still just an enjoyable movie.
Mm, that's
Yeah.
very true, bro.
Yeah.
And
Have y'all seen Abe Lincoln the Vampire Slayer?
I ain't gonna lie, just the story didn't it just didn't make sense to me, so I never went to go watch it.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, bro. As far as vampire movies go, it might be Sinners, and this one Sinners just passed that movie for me. Like
Okay, well,
today, it's
I'll have to check it
and that
out.
one's still up there.
I'll have to
Give it a
check it out
watch,
now.
bro. I think, and but the thing is, it's like a cult movie. Like a lot of people hate that movie, so you might watch it and be like, Sean, what was this? But you're still gonna come back to me, and I'm gonna love it. It's a good vampire movie.
Got you. All right. Well, from Sinners, who do you think had the best performance?
Best performance. What's his name? We just talked about him.
Miles.
Yeah, Mouse, easy,
Miles. Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't
I
gonna
agree.
easy.
lie. I really love Delta Slim, which is his real name is Delroy Lindo. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Delroy Lindo. Yeah. I loved his character. His character was my favorite.
He
Is
was
that
pretty
it?
good.
It was talking about
That's
the
the old
guy
guy.
with with the harmonica?
Yeah.
Yeah,
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 yeah. He was, yeah.
Because I feel like he brought everything. Like he brought like a deep scene. Oh man, that scene where Miles is playing the guitar and like it's showing like the generations of music. He's narrating that. He sounds great. He
Yo, speaking of which, oh my God, that scene right there blew my mind. Oh my God, bro, that scene blew my mind. Like, if I could get up and be like, hold up, pause, can we rewind? I wanted to so bad. Like, that scene right there blew my mind. I can't wait for it to come out on digital. I don't want to spoil it,
yeah
but
yeah.
yes, that scene going back in time was very well shot. Whoever's idea was to shoot it like that, I'm pretty sure it probably was
And
Ryan
and
Coogler,
another
but
reason why I want to watch it is because during that scene for me, it was like I got lost in the in how it was showing like the different years. I kind of didn't realize I forgot he was still narrating the whole time. So I didn't catch everything. So that's another reason I want to rewatch the
mm,
movie. So when I rewatch it, I want to catch exactly what he's saying. But yeah, like he did that, and he also gave comedic relief in the movie at the same time. Like
he
he was
did.
just
That's true.
so versatile in the movie, man. Just yeah.
Mm,
Okay. I respect that.
What about you?
mm.
What about you, Rob?
Oh, well, I was gonna say like, that I agree with Sean, what Sean has said. But yeah, I guess you could say like, I also like your choice too. And then I mean, this might sound cliche, but I mean, I could be Jordan did this thing, man. You know, to be able to play
with
two different.
He played
with
two
both
characters.
characters,
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah,
did you
yeah,
like? Okay, okay.
yeah, yeah. For him, like you know, him playing both characters and like two. I mean, they're the same but different. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it was like that was pretty cool to even to see. Like
Yeah.
I know that's hard because like I said, they were the same but different. Like it was.
and and you know what? I've heard a lot of twins say that that was their favorite part of the movie. He said like he got their like relationship correct, like of twins.
Hmm.
Because like
Mm.
there's some twins that work in my job. They're saying, oh man, he got like that perfect because he was like, you know, they was like, yo, I'm really like out of us two, like I'm stacking, I'm smoking. And it was like no argument, like it wasn't like none of them saying like, no, I'm smoke. Like it was like no, it's like very clear.
Yeah.
So
Hmm. Hmm.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's good, bro.
I will. Never mind. I feel like that was spoiler, bro. Like it,
I
like
yeah.
it was just a sentence like it was just like small piece of dialogue like that I really liked between those two, like the twins. Like you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like I really thought that was like dang, like that. Like I think I don't know. I feel like I'm rambling, bro. But
No,
I
no,
really
no,
like
you
that
good, you good.
part. I just
I
I don't want to spoil it for him. I don't know if that will spoil it.
no, no, no. But I mean, we gonna have the spoiler alert, like you know what I'm saying. So,
Oh
like,
yeah, it
I
already
guess
we
like
already had the spoiler alert.
what particular scene? I guess
Like, um, it was when, you know, when Stacks switched, right? Or was yeah, yeah, that was Stacks. All right. So when like when he got bit, you know, like he learned that like you know what I'm saying we can have all this and still you know live and you know like you know you know and we can be together and stuff like that like like the part where he was like yeah that's sad. He was like man he was like come on man. He said come on smoke he was like he said it's all good. He was like I really don't want to do this without you. Like when he said
Yeah,
that I
he was
was
like,
like
I'm not doing
dang.
this without you. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, dang, I said that right there, bro. It's like, I don't know, that made me feel right there. It's like, bro, it's like he know, but you know what I'm saying? Like I know, but I'm gone. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
really me type thing. It's like,
And
but I still have it for you. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I was
the
like,
part
man, that
about
was tough.
that I found interesting was I think since they were twins, I think even though he was on that other side, they still had that connection. Like, yo, you still my brother.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I
Cause like
definitely
even
yeah.
cause Cornbread completely switched. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Completely. Like it was like you wasn't even him no more. But like you can
The
still see
thing is,
like that.
what I will say about just the concept of it, I think it was more so like, and it's funny to say, but they were like, everybody was just like, hey, just join us, like it's a party, like join us. Like it
yeah,
was never like, I'm trying to hurt you. It's like, hey, bro, just give me a sec. Like it's like you're gonna once I kill you, join us. Like it's no biggie. Like. And so I like, and that's what I think, bro. Which one of y'all said it? But y'all were like, it made the antagonist relatable. Like, literally like that's the part I was like, okay, yeah, I definitely like I would have thought about it for a second. I'm like, all right, well, I mean, if everybody's out here, bro, I'm at the point of seeing all these folks die. I'm already thinking, but I'm probably gonna die. Hey, bro, just bite me on the arm, bro. Don't mess
Yeah,
my
but
face up.
you
Like,
gotta go out swinging though, bro. You
but
know
it
what I'm
was.
saying?
I think it was also them seeing people that they already knew. And they were saying, "Hey, come on, hey, you know, come on here, because you already like this person bit, like the Asian dude was bit, but they already know the Asian dude. Cornbread bit, they already know cornbread. You know what I'm saying? Like even what's her name? You know what I'm saying? When she was bit, you know what I'm saying? Like they already knew. So it's like if someone was like if someone you know like even it like I think people that's easily persuasive or you know what I'm saying
yeah,
like they would definitely fall for it because it's more of I know this person and I want to be back with this person. I lost this person. You know what I'm saying? More so than the consequences that come with it
Yeah.
or the things that come with it.
only tidbit I have, and the thing is, it's not even a tidbit because I feel like it is, but it isn't. I feel like it is, but
Yeah.
it isn't. Why does the Asian woman got to be the scapegoat, man? Everybody could have lived.
Uh,
Well, almost everybody.
okay. I have my
We don't have
uh
to. We don't have to specifically say what she did, but why?
okay,
Why
okay.
she got to be a scapegoat, bro?
This is just my opinion. I think he was trying to showcase the relation. Dang, I'm gonna sound like those tinfoil hat niggas. But anyways, I think he was trying to showcase like the how communities, like how Asian and black people are in communities, because it's like, yeah, we'll do business, but I ain't finna ride for you like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
Because think about how what occurred in the movie, right? Shorty did what
mhm.
she did, right? She wasn't thinking about nobody else, clearly. She was thinking about her and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Because oh yeah, that'll give it away. But think about like different nationality, but what's the Spike Lee film when they were in New York? Martin Lawrence is in it.
I know
Uh
what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I did a paper on it. I can't remember the movie.
it was one with Sal's
There was
Pizzeria.
all
What?
outside. Yeah, there was all outside and it was
Yeah,
hot.
yeah. Do the right thing. Shout out
Yep,
the
that's what it
moderator,
was.
man. Shout out the moderator, man. She the
Yeah.
best, man.
That's a dope movie too, by the way. I
But
love that movie, but yeah.
but you know how like Sal was like he was like, all right, look, it's cool. Like y'all come here after school, buy my pizza and stuff. We do business, but like, you know what I'm saying, when police brutality going on, that ain't got nothing to that, you know what I'm saying?
Whoa, that's crazy. That hold on, that flipped the switch because the crazy segue. But what I was talking about earlier, what we show someday, I've been doing a lot of more like revamping my research on Rodney King in the 1992 LA riots. So come on now, follow me. So during that time, essentially the reason why, well, what a lot of places, let me get my words together. The places that were getting burned down mostly during the LA riots were like Asian American places that they were like starting like mom and pop shops, bodegas on the corner type stuff. So like that's where like a lot of the violence was going on between like Asian American people and like black people, and they thought it was a war between black people and like Chinese people, and they were like, oh, like they don't like us, we don't like them kind of thing. But in
Yeah.
actuality, it was just like they had that mentality before, and then when something else big happened, they're like, shoot, just burn it down. She didn't have our back before. We might as well burn it down.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, bro.
So
If he was thinking about this, bro, man,
but
oh my god, bro.
but see like that's why I say like the movie's brilliant in a way because I got that from that scene. You feel me?
Yeah,
You and
okay.
Rob might have not got that from that scene. Y'all might have just been, and which is completely fine, by the way. Like you guys just could have been like, bruh, she's stupid. Why would she do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? So
And I get that too. I was just like, yeah, we might as well go out swinging. I think that's where her mindset was. Like oh gosh, yeah, like we might as well go out swinging, essentially, like that kind of thing. And I get that too, but it's also like it's like five of us and like 15, 20 of them. Like there's no way. There's nothing. Probably more. Probably 30, 40.
but but yeah, that was that I enjoyed that part. Storyline, I thought the story was good. Honestly, I don't really see too many holes in the story. I think they sequenced it right. I don't think it was too much like filler. I wouldn't say. You know, I think everything was purposeful. Unless
His
y'all think that's
is his MCU that he's trying to create, is that real?
no, that was fan made. That was fan made.
That was okay, thank you. Because the thing is, hold up. So let me, like, the people who haven't seen the end credit scenes, I literally went into, so I want you to understand where my mindset was, bro. And I want you, my mind went to a completely left part of this movie, and I was like, oh shit, this is gonna be lit. So I want y'all to just think of where I went immediately. So this is at the end. This is a big spoiler, but this is at the end, bro. Actually, not really. Where they pull the trunk out and he gets like the big weapons and stuff.
Mm.
So literally, like he tells him, "I got business to handle," and he's pulling out weapons out of a trunk. And he just fought some vampires last night. So like, where do y'all think my mind is going after I'm seeing that there's an MCU? Like, there's more to the story, bro. Like, I'm literally thinking, oh yeah, we got Michael B. Jordan, the Vampire Slayer, bro. Like, I'm like, bro, we got Blade. Like, it's fire. Like, so like literally, I'm thinking this as he's pulling out these guns and everything. Like, bro, and then the end credit scenes, all that stuff happens, and I'm sick because I'm like, bro, I thought, I thought there was a bigger story to this, but still a great movie, bro. But I was fooled. I was bamboozled. I was so bamboozled, bro. I
By,
thought that was on the way. Like, I'm not gonna lie,
by the way,
yo.
in the theater, and by the, this is why I like watching horror movies with black people. So the theater, because the theater really reacts. So like after the scene where he popped the trunk, after he did what he did, um, everybody in the theater like clapped. Like everybody just started like clapping after he got done. And I was thinking like, could be some of them in here. But okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What you talking about? Like at the very end?
Yeah, of the original film.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Yeah, before the
Okay.
credits. Before the
Yeah.
credits, yeah.
For bro,
I mean,
like
it was
I'm
a
not
dope
gonna
it was a
lie.
dope action scene though. Yeah.
Yes, and the ending, like the ending was beautiful. Oh, chef's kiss, bro. Like I was like, this is great. This is great.
By
I
the way,
don't know
man,
who
bro,
who like
that nigga daddy looks so old, bro. That nigga daddy looks so old, bro.
who daddy.
Miles' daddy in the movie, the preacher. Man, that nigga looks so old, man.
Oh,
Like,
the pre.
man, that nigga could have
Oh
been a
yeah,
great
no,
dad.
no, 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 no. Yeah, yeah. I mean, but it might have been. You know what I'm saying? He might have been the youngest of a
Maybe.
lot. Oh, actually, no. He was the oldest. He was the oldest. There was a bunch of kids in that room.
Yeah. Also, I guess like last thing we can get into funny parts in the movie or like that you maybe thought was funny during and like that you thought about after. I know, Sean, you're fresh
Hmm.
from it, but yeah. Well,
Oh,
Rob, you can go first, and Sean.
I was about to say I'll go first. One thing to me was when like the fact that they just kept asking. I'm just like, yo.
That was actually a deep part of the movie, actually. But you go ahead.
I mean, I know. I mean, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like how I don't know.
Oh,
Like,
like how they're trying to get them to.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah, because I like with
Hmm.
cornbread, bro. Like, but that nigga didn't have to walk that far to go pee, bro. That nigga that did.
yeah. Nah, he
He really did,
he
bro.
did go. He did go like.
Like, bro,
You got some, Danny?
uh, I ain't gonna lie. And this was been kind of on social media, but when Miles told told Shorty, I don't care. He said, I don't care you've been walking. I was like, yo, that's a wild young man.
Hey, I don't. I just
But
wanna. Hey, I
for the
just wanna
first go
taste you.
around, for the first go around, you know, hey
I
man.
just
Oh
want to taste
wow!
you. Hey, man.
Oh
Hey.
wow!
When she fine, bro. When she like
No,
when you want her, bro.
no,
Like not at all.
He said no route.
no. Like, bro, like no. Like we gotta be cautious, bro. Like everybody gotta be
Hey, but
cautious.
shout
Like
out to her.
everybody.
She tried. She's like, let me get the twang off of it. She
No, no,
like,
yeah,
let
yeah,
me.
yeah. That is true. She did try. That's why I say he was wild. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't
Oh
gonna lie.
yes,
But
bro. Yeah.
time out. She was wild too, bro. Shorty was married. Imagine you cheating on your husband and then you don't come home. You know how mad. You know how mad niggas gonna be.
Sinners, sinners,
That is a sin. That is a sin. So yeah,
Mm.
that is a
sinners.
sin.
So somebody
Mm.
did say something. I didn't get into it, but somebody did say something about like the seven deadly sins being present. And
Yeah,
I was like,
I
yeah,
saw a couple of them on
I
TikTok. I
can't,
didn't.
I
Yeah.
can't, I can't wrap my mind. I think the funny part to me was the really on the nose like horror movie tropes because once it turned into a horror movie like a thriller, we literally got like we literally got everything that we needed. Like, unfortunately, there's a lot of black people. So after the white girl, like the black people died first. Like the black guy died first, and he died in like such a weird way. He was like, I gotta go pee. So like it was like, all right, bro, this is funny. Like this is how it happens in every horror movie. Or like the white girl goes out, becomes a damsel in distress. This happens in every horror. Like she's like, oh yeah, let me go outside, and you're like, no, don't go outside, don't. But she goes outside anyway. Like I think that's hilarious. Like especially when like writers and like filmmakers play on like those tropes. I think it's yeah, I think it's funny. But yeah, Cornbread is probably that whole scene like right before his like part. That was hilarious to me when they started whispering his name.
Yeah, yeah, that
Is
part
that
of it.
cornbread?
Cause I ain't gonna lie,
Cornbread,
bro. I
cornbread.
probably just went to the side of the barn, bro.
You feel me? I'm not going that far, bro. So like,
No,
I ain't going that far to do that, bro. I'm just being honest. That man walked a century and a mile.
Also, too.
and that's also a
Oh
question.
no, go
Was
ahead.
everybody walking out? Did
Not.
everybody have to walk out to pee,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Now I think about it, yeah,
or was
I
it
don't
just
know.
him?
That's another thing too. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie though. That would
Mm-hmm.
have been weird. Cause when Shorty came back, when white girl came back, right? Cornbread was like, "Why you asking to come in? You've been partying here," and that would have been my first question too. Cause I'm like, "Yo, you're at this party. What you asking for?" Cause like I'm a big like logic person sometimes, so I'm just like,
Yeah,
I was like, "Why are you asking?" Like I would just would have been like, "Why are you asking?" I was like, I'm be like, "Look, if you want to come in, come in." Well, that probably would still been an
yeah.
invitation,
Like
but yeah.
I ain't want to speak on that too much, but yeah, bro. Like that's what I really thought was funny though. Like I really thought that was funny. Like just the thought of it. It's like, what do you mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, be nice. It's like, know what you mean. Like, what you asking for? Like you
Like
said, like,
nowadays, niggas been like, bro, you being weird, bro. All right, bro, do what you want to do, bro. Like, they supposed to just start
like
saying
for
that.
real. Like that, I don't know. But that, I mean, that is pretty like that is pretty crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you just think about it, like, if we was to host something and then like you step out the crib and be like, hey yo, Rock, can I come back in? It's like, what you mean? Like we started the party with you.
Uh, but my dumb ass would be like, yes, or dirt, come
I,
on
would-
in.
I, would- I would have been like, yo, hey, you playing? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Shout out Wani. She was definitely the brains of the operation. Without her, they all would have been turned. Without her, they all would have been
Yeah,
turned.
as soon as I saw her doing the voodoo, I was like, she's gonna be it. Because also another horror movie trope, you have someone who just knows everything about this horror movie for some sort of reason. Why are you
mm,
here? Why do you know everything about vampires? Why do you have all the lore? Like, why are you like our book right now? Like, and that's one of those horror movie tropes. Like, it's certain things in horror movies you have to have, bro. And he checked all the boxes, like checked all of them. All right, but man, that's enough about sinners, bro. Because I don't want to give too much of it away,
But
and I
yeah,
know we got some more stuff to talk about.
I ain't gonna lie, Rob, you got a busy week. A lot of stuff happening in sports outside of the court too. So I'll let you go ahead and yeah.
all right, so since we talk about, what happens on the court, all the time, we'll start with the NFL draft, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna shout out to everyone, but a bigger shout out to the ones, that came from, schools from Alabama, schools in Alabama, you know what I'm saying?
High
Big shout
Facts,
schools
out to
facts.
included.
y'all,
High schools included.
you know what I'm saying? Shout out to I want to give a big shout out to Quinshawn Judkins, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out him.
Uh, from Pike Road, you know what I'm saying? Went
Wanted to
on to
come to
Ohio State.
Auburn. He wanted to come to Auburn, but Brian Harsons was our coach, unfortunately. And he said he didn't think he had SEC talent.
It's crazy.
Uh,
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. Jalen Milrow, shout out to you. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
shout out
saying?
him. I have strong thoughts about that, but shout out him though, nonetheless, though.
I want to
I'm
hear him,
happy for
man.
him.
I want to hear him, bro.
Now, as you all know, you feel me? And I'm pretty sure you know what I'm about to bring up. Um, a particular prospect, you know what I'm saying, fell in my eyes that I have seen upon the years that I've been on this earth. I have never seen someone be uh as high of a prospect, right, in a draft, and then fall and slip so far, like a dramatic drop. You know what I'm saying? Um, in Shadeur Sanders, you know what I'm saying? As we all know, he fell to the fifth round. You know what I'm saying? As all 32 teams passed on him multiple times. You know what I'm saying? Already knowing his talents and what he can possibly bring to a team. You know what I'm saying? Even the teams that probably needed a quarterback at the time still passed on him. Uh, so my question to you guys is, why do you believe he dropped in the draft? Like, why do you believe he dropped so far in the draft? You know what I'm saying?
I'll go first based on someone else's opinion.
Okay.
And I know I'll let y'all speak. So somebody said that they're trying to humble Deion Sanders and him. Um, in essentially they're saying like that even goes with like the prank call that he got, all that kind of stuff. Like they're just saying they're kind of making a joke of Deion Sanders, and but which goes into like a race thing. I don't know if it's race, but I definitely think it's some kind of like. Unfortunately, I do think it's some kind of like issue with his dad and him and where he comes from, and it's unfortunate because he's got the talent, he's got the skills to go to the next level. And I do feel like he fell very, 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 very short in the draft because fifth round is insane. Like we were waiting days to hear about Shadeur Sanders, and that was literally the top. Like we figured he was gonna go first round and we are gonna be able to go to sleep and be done. You know what I'm saying? But that's not how it panned out. So and how far he fell, bro. I don't know if that's coincidental. Like I don't know if that's literally like you said, all 32 teams. Like, yeah, man, we don't think we found somebody better. Like we think we have a better pick than him right now. Like I don't think that's the odds. You know what I'm saying? I think that's something political. You know?
Yeah.
Shannon, what you think?
Okay. Not to piggyback off of Sean, but just to touch on some things that he talked about. I say I don't think this was race at all. I don't think it was because he was black. I really don't. I think it's because of his family, and it's probably particularly Dion. Um, and I know people want to point at the Manning family because the Manning Archie Manning, he did this with Eli. He literally like made like Eli was going to be the first pick in the draft, and he was like, no, no, he's not going there. He's going to the Giants, and it happened. But that happened like what late geez, oh six or something like that, or oh five or something like that. So less media and less social media, all that stuff. But Deion Sanders, he's very outspoken, rightfully so. He's arguably a top two defensive player that ever played in the NFL. Um, I think like his presence just would have been felt, and I think in a sense, what Sean said, they wanted to humble Shador. And my particular point of irritation with this is with two things. The media kind of covering it because one, I've never ever seen in Todd McShay, he was a predicted top five pick. I've never seen a predicted top five pick up until the week before the draft and then fall 5 rounds. You know what I'm saying? That and people are acting like that's normal or like okay, so what? Like no, that's pretty weird. And like they're saying like off the field stuff. It's like he has no off the field stuff. Larry Tunzel, y'all can look that name up. The night before the draft, he was caught in a weed mask, and I think he was still in a first round pick.
Ah, okay,
So
that's what it was. Okay.
so like you can't really like you can't say that. All right. And then another thing is that irritated me with this is the quarterbacks that were picked before him. Cam Ward, hey, cool. All right, we get it. Jackson Dart, I personally believe Shador had a better college career than him. But if you want to debate that, that's cool. But Tyler Show, Jalen Milroe, Dylan Gabriel, I'm not going for that. There's nothing that their stats could just say their career. There's nothing that says they were a better quarterback than Shador Sanders. That's just my opinion.
Um, to follow, what both of you guys say, because I mean I agree to some of the things that both of you said. As far as now, do I not now? I've heard people say stuff about it, become like being a race thing. I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think so. But I mean, hey, um, to me, like, I honestly, oh well, before I get on that, I did find out, Buddy that had did the little prank call on Shadeur. Like, I heard stories about it, them saying that. To, um, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you the whole time. Was he breaking up for you, Sean?
Oh, just a little bit, just a little bit. Sorry to break up your thoughts. That's all I was talking in the chat, but
But
yeah, continue.
um, the dude that prank called Shador, they were saying that he went well, the whole thing was orchestrated to like boast and to brag that Jackson Dart got drafted before Shador and everything like that. But apparently, like he claimed it was on accident or whatever. I mean, do y'all know how it happened? Like, do y'all know how?
Well, only reason why I know a little bit of it, I follow. I'm a Falcons fan. That's my NFL team. Um,
Yeah,
the person who sent the number, the person who got the number that was a blocked NFL specific number, it was the defensive coordinator's son of the Atlanta Falcons, and his friend. He gave that number to his friend, and his friend prank called him. Did the prank call?
yeah. And so they thought there was an Ole Miss frat. You know what I'm saying? Because Buddy had an Ole Miss sweater on, or you know what I'm saying, hoodie.
Okay, see, I
And
didn't know
they,
that part. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So some people thought like it was a like they were just some frat boys, some from Ole Miss, like trying to, you know what I'm saying, be funny. You know what I'm saying? But like that was his friend. So like that was the son's friend that goes to Ole Miss. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And so like son goes to another school, whatever, they figured out who he was and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, um, overall though,
Accident though.
like nah,
no,
it definitely
the
wasn't an
video was
accident.
out. Yeah, the video came out. I definitely want no accident. Yeah.
Yeah, it
I
definitely
was
wasn't
like,
no
bro, he
accident.
like they had a whole conversation. Like, yeah, buddy, I've been expecting, yeah. Oh, you better keep waiting. Like, accident?
Yeah. And I ain't gonna lie. I feel like this whole thing, to me, I know it's not going to hurt the brand of the NFL, but I think it does because you're clearly showing the people that this isn't a who's the best thing anymore. Sometimes, like
Hmm.
you kind of picking and choosing, and that's not like what we thought this league was. Because there's no now. Look, if Shador doesn't pan out in the NFL, it happens. But if you like, it just feels targeted. How on the outside looking at it, it feels like they're targeting him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just overall I just don't. Overall, it's. I mean, come on now, we know who Dion is. You know what I'm saying? Like that. This is really how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? We know how Dion is. Like Dion, he showed up and showed out at the combine. He just pulled up. He pulled up in a limo, right? He ran the 40 and then left. You know what I'm saying? Like if that's not like, you know what I'm saying? Like if that's not showing confidence and arrogance, I don't know what is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me?
Johnny Manziel was fully on coke, and I think he was a top five pick. Fully on coke. Jamarcus Russell was on lean,
True, true.
and I think he
You
was.
get away with murder, man.
And I'm just like, yo, y'all are punishing this kid because he's confident. Don't get me wrong. Like
Facts.
a prime example of a good athlete that was cocky and confident, Baker Mayfield. But I like Baker Mayfield. I like that in athletes, bro. Like if you're real confident in your stuff, like I feel like cocky is where you're like putting other people down to make yourself look better. But
Uh-huh.
honestly, I don't really see Shador doing that. I see him just being, I'm the best. Like there's nothing wrong with that. You're supposed to
Yeah.
think you're the best.
Yeah.
You're supposed to think I'm the best.
Also,
Yeah.
mentioning the they were also saying like what he said after the little meetings that he was having with some teams. Like I mean, did y'all see the little clip when he was just saying like if they didn't want to change their culture, they don't get them or something like that. It's just like
Yeah.
I
What's wrong
mean,
with that? Yeah.
yeah, what's wrong with it? You know what I'm saying? Like You feel me? I don't understand. I don't understand that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I can understand how it can come off or seem, you know what I mean? But it's like I feel like it was coming from a place of like,
Competitiveness,
wanting to
yeah.
be, yeah, like wanting to be great. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing malicious, you know what I mean? But it's like I don't see why teams don't look at it in that light. You know what I mean? Like why
Yeah.
I hate that it had to come to this. All I'm gonna say is I just hope he go in there and show out. You feel me? Like
Yeah, man.
that's all I'm gonna say.
I really hope like he this like kind of just gives fuel to the fire because I think Tom Brady was a sixth round pick or a seventh round pick, I think. And he's the greatest
Yeah.
Yeah.
quarterback ever. Arguably you could say he's the greatest player ever, you know. So
Hmm. Yeah, I think he gonna. Well, he should get the. Well, he should get the start. Why wouldn't
it's
he
not
get the start?
guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. He has to beat out
I mean,
Joe
He got to beat out some.
Flacco.
Yeah, he got to some. And Deshaun Watson, right?
Not Deshaun injury. He tore his
he
Achilles.
hurt.
He out for the year.
Damn. Phew.
Ah man, I had a
Ouch.
very inappropriate joke to say. I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, so he has to beat out Joe Flacco. He has to beat out Dylan Gabriel and Kenny Pickett.
Hmm. Okay, yeah, you got a little line. Y'all think he gonna get? Y'all think trades gonna happen?
Wait, hold on.
Or
Wait. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Repeat that.
And
Repeat what you just said.
right now, the Browns in their QB room, it is Deshaun Watson, Joe Flacco, Shadeur Sanders, Dylan Gabriel, and Kenny Pickett. Now, obviously, once it hits like after training camp and stuff, only three of them gonna be there.
yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, right. That's the current QB room on that team.
Man, trying to be mean, man. I don't
man,
understand. What's
send him
like?
to the
Why are we putting?
Jags,
Why are we putting on
bro.
Miles? I'm not gonna lie. Like, I did think that I didn't think that the Jaguars were going to trade up to get Travis. I'm not going to lie. That was smart on their end, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But I did think that Shador and Travis were going to be on the Browns. I did. I don't know for like
Yeah, I did too.
some
I did
alternate
too.
universe, you know what I'm saying? I definitely thought that, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what they
Y'all
were
think he
saying
gonna play
on
on
it.
both sides of the ball in the NFL?
I
He said
think
he was
he
trying to.
I think he is, but he's not going to play like how it was at Colorado. I don't think he's
Yeah,
going to be
definitely
starting
not.
on both ends because, bro, that's just tough, bro.
Yeah,
Imagine like one game you got to cover Mike Evans, right? You got to cover Mike Evans, and then on the other side of the ball, you got to go up against like a I don't know, like a Jalen Ramsey or a Pat Surtain in the same game. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
yeah.
that's a tough and tall task.
I
Not
I
yeah,
think I
Tough
think he
match.
might
Yeah,
get some reps in like in and out like depending
yeah,
on the like drives. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
maybe like he may play this drive and this drive and then he might relax on you know what I'm saying on one side
yeah.
for a drive or something. I
Or
don't know.
he could be like the wide receiver they have like when they in the red zone. Like oh yeah, let's
mm,
get him back on the field or something like that.
for sure. I see what you mean. I
But
see what you mean.
personally, to me, I think if he wants to make his money, he needs to stick with um being trying to be a corner, like try to be the best corner ever, because corners are hard to
Corner,
come by in the
yeah,
league. Corners are hard to come by
Yeah, he's a
mm,
great ball hawk for sure. Great ball hawk. He like
bro, he is, man.
he knows how to find the ball and like
already. Yeah,
like he knows how to like locate the ball and like be able to catch it. Like that's a skill that you can't teach neither. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
like speaking of skills, you know what I'm saying? So
I would have loved it if he would have gotten the Eagles somehow, but he wasn't gonna be on the board that long.
he could
Uh,
yeah, that man was a high commodity right there, man.
Devin would have took him in Atlanta. I would have took both of them in Atlanta. I was looking at that like I know we got Michael Penix, but we could take Shador. Yeah, that'd
I
be
was
like
thinking that
easy.
though. Like I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking that though. I was.
I was like, man, I'll take Shador in the A, man. You know what I'm saying?
that would be fire, bro. That'd be lit.
But
Um,
trying to think of some other another playoffs going on. Hey,
mhm.
you want to get into Shannon? You want to get into Shannon a route? That's not technically sports, but he's a sports figure, technically.
Yeah, I was like, is that the sports news that you had, brother?
Nah, I didn't have that. I was going,
Been a busy week for ESPN, boy.
man. Oh man, like man, what all right, so since we brought him up, y'all give me
Nah, he froze. He froze on my screen.
So this is what I was doing earlier, bro. That's what I was trying to tell you.
Okay, he back now. Say it again, Rob. You have froze.
I said, since we brought him up, I said, what do y'all think? I said, y'all give me y'all input on what Shannon got going on. Uncle Shay Shay. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Uh
You want to go
for
first,
those
All
Shannon?
right,
for
so
well just just to be clear for those who don't know, um Uncle Shay Shay said he was gonna take a break from ESPN because of you know what I'm saying? So he said he's gonna step away. So it's like upon reports that have been out, you know what I'm saying, or that we have heard, you know what I'm saying, for those who have seen a video of someone explaining it or whatever. What do you think about, like, you know what I'm saying, about this? Because this isn't the first thing like that Shannon has been in the news about something. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
like dealing with a woman, you know,
hmm.
you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, like y'all tell me what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Um.
want to hear y'all thoughts on it.
I'll kick it off. All right. First, legally, he is doing nothing wrong. I know that sounds like I'm about to make a very bad turn, but I just want to go and just clarify that. Legally, he has done nothing wrong.
Mhm.
He he is saying that he has had consensual relations with this particular woman. All right, now we're done with the legal aspect for me. Morally, that nigga too damn old to be doing what he doing. Like, bruh, how old Shannon is? Like 56?
He is
He
56.
old
Yeah.
brother. Yeah, he's old.
Bruh, you 56 dealing with this 20 year old or 19-year-old like woman, bruh. Like, bro, what's wrong with you, bruh? Like, bruh, like, and in a sense, like, I know it might sound like I'm harsh, but like, bro, Shannon put himself in this situation, bro, dealing with, we was just talking about Tracy Ellis last week, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if what she was saying young, I don't know if she was talking about some 18-year-old, 19-year-olds. I assume she meant like, 10, 15 years younger than her. That's what I assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, bro, like, bro, like, you too damn old to be doing. You too damn old, bro.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stand with Danny on this one, just because I don't know much about the case. I
Yeah.
did hear about him stepping down for ESPN. Like I said, I've had a pretty all over the week kind of thing. I haven't had much time to catch up with news, but I did hear about him stepping down for ESPN, and I was like, oh, okay, this must be getting real serious on his end. Um, but I mean. I don't know. I guess what I've heard, and it goes back to the same stance, and I can't really take a stance because I don't know anything about it. Is I've heard that it can be one of those situations where somebody's just trying to somebody just try. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay. So this is where it changes my perspective, because what I was gonna say. So moderator just said that he allegedly raped a girl twice and tried to pay her off. So I guess what I was gonna say at first, I was gonna say if it's in a situation where like she's just trying to get some money off her and this and that,
Yeah.
then I don't know, because giving money to somebody is always not. It's not an admission of guilt, but it's just like it's just like, all right. So what are you trying to cover up?
Yeah.
What's the missing piece there?
Now I'm not gonna lie, like, and this may sound like insensitive, but I didn't necessarily believe the allegation, not because of the woman. It was because of the lawyer that did it. This is the same lawyer that like a month ago was trying to get Jay-Z on, the same type of allegations that were
Is
completely
this
proven false.
Busby?
Yes, this is the same
Mhm.
lawyer that
Yeah.
filed it.
So that's
And
the other
then
thing. Is
also
just like
also
he
another
has a
another
bad rep right now.
yeah,
He has a
and then
really bad rep.
also he's the one that put out like that fake story about Drewski and Odell Beckham. Like he was saying, like Drewski was at this
exactly. That's what I'm
party,
saying.
and then Drewski proved like I wasn't even like in the industry at this time. So that just
Yeah,
made me just immediately like look at it like, yo, this is the lawyer like you going with.
yeah,
And
So
he's been moving very shisty in the who is this nigga locked up right now, bro?
talking about Diddy.
In the Diddy case.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He
Yes,
was,
bro.
yeah,
He's been doing some shifty stuff. Like I'm not gonna speak on Diddy, but apparently that they said that he's been like operating outside of his bounds for some of those like cases and files.
yeah,
So it's just like he's been moving weird already. So it's just like, is he
yeah.
credible?
So immediately when I saw his name, it's just my mind just went straight to, bro, I don't believe he like I truly don't believe he assaulted that woman. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But I just I think he shouldn't have been involved with that woman at all though. That's a I'm not saying that's a girl. Legally that is a grown woman, but bro, come on, bro. She 19, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Like what the hell are y'all talking about?
yeah,
For real, what the hell are y'all talking
And
about?
yeah, yeah,
was
man.
she?
Like,
Yeah.
And
hey,
I, and
yeah,
actually, Lexi, what can we as a woman can we hear your thoughts, if you have any?
Yeah. Um, as far as Shay Shay is concerned,
Yeah, far as
yeah,
um, so basically just like, well, first of all, can y'all hear me well? Like
yeah,
at all?
We
Okay.
got you.
yeah,
yeah,
Okay. So I've kind of haven't really done like a super deep dive. I've just been seeing stuff in passing. But I kind of agree with you, Danny. You know, whether or not he liked that girl or not, like it just he wouldn't be in his position if he just didn't mess with this young lady, like this particular young lady, especially with her being so young and she's so impressionable. Like it's just not a good look. Whether or not it's legal or not, like it's still not a good look because you're old enough to be her father.
granddaddy.
And right, like what was he? At least 30 when she was born? Like, come on,
Yeah,
like
yeah, bro. Yeah.
you you're way, way, way older than her. And it doesn't put you in a good position. But if he did rape her and tried to pay her off,
Yeah, yeah.
very
If he did that, yeah,
unfortunate.
that's I can't
Now,
co-sign that whatsoever.
yeah,
No.
and now like what people have been saying as far as like him having a thing for white girls, I could get into that, but I'll leave that where that is. I, I personally don't feel like a man like him, if he is mostly into white women, should be coming over to black women to get saved. And I do hear a lot of people saying, oh, well, if he had just chose black, if he had just got with a black girl, like black women don't want you. And I say that because Shannon's not like a super big advocate for black women. Like he has had black women on his pod, but has he spoken out about the things that a lot of black women deal with in the media and in the entertainment industry? No, not at all. And he does, I guess, his journalistic reviews before they come on, but it's not enough for me. So, as far as how I feel about him, I don't think he just needs to step away from ESPN. I think he just needs to step away from all entertainment in general and just kind of like reevaluate his life because he is messing up severely. And I don't think she's the only young white girl he had an issue with because I think it's somebody else that came out and said something about him that's equally as young, but had like a relationship with him or something. I don't know. I don't know. It's
Jeez.
just all bad. It's just
yeah.
all bad.
Fellas, I let this be a lesson to anyone that's listening right now. Control your head downstairs. Please. Just have some discipline. Just just calm down, man. It's
Uh,
just calm down.
the main thing is like what y'all talking about. Shout out to Jalen Green, man. You feel me? Shout out to him, bro. Hooping. I ain't gonna lie, he hooping. But him and Dre are not talking no more, and I was like, good. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? If if he felt bad about breaking up, like or ending things, you know what I'm saying? My bad. You know what I'm saying? But like, I'm not gonna lie, like, what are y'all talking about? Like, what are these conversations like? You know what I'm saying? Like for real. I can't see like I ain't gonna lie, like it's like all right, like if you I don't want to be that person to put it into perspective, but it's like just think about talking to like a teenager in high school. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't much I'm gonna talk to you about. Literally. I'm probably gonna ask you questions about, what you're doing in school and all that. You doing any hobbies? Oh, okay, cool. And
Yeah.
that's it for real.
Because
Like
like after that conversation ends, you have nothing else to offer.
you feel me? Like it's you know what I'm saying? It's just like,
Like
yeah, like
like
that's
like
it.
she's stressed about a test coming up, and I have a bill due.
I have a bit, bro. I was gonna say the same thing. I got bills, bro. I got bills to pay. Like, come on.
To be real, I wouldn't even like, even though it would be illegal, I wouldn't even want to talk to a girl in college because she like, man, I got to get these credits done. I'm like, okay, you
Yeah.
do them. Like I can't,
Bro,
I don't have the
crazy,
capacity.
crazy,
Like,
crazy, crazy, crazy. Bro, I don't want to say no names, man. But and y'all probably dealt with it too. It's a common thing, which is awful, bro. But like, bro, like dudes, when we were in high school, dudes who were literally our age were dating these high schoolers. Like, bro, like it's insane. It was a high schooler at my school who was dating like a 27-year old, 26-year-old.
oh yeah, 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 that was
Like, she's
definitely,
17, she's 16.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
what are you like? What, like you said, like, what are you connecting on? Like, also, like, why are you at prom? Why are you on a high school campus? Like, bro, like, why are you here to hang out? Like, I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
bro. Like, where
Bro,
are
just
your
look mad
friends who
weird.
can go to the bar with you? Who can like actually hang out in Montgomery after hours?
No,
I ain't gonna
I
lie.
remember girls
No,
from
like
my
I don't know, like, and that was always like I was like, should I say something?
no, 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 real deal.
Oh,
Like
go ahead, bro.
no, I had that same thought. Like I remember girls from my high school, they would be like, "Yeah, I'm talking to like a 23-year-old," and I was just think I always, even at my age during that time, I was just like, "Why?" Like not even on some like no hater shit, just like, Why?" Like real deal, why? Like you go to a locker right now. You know what I'm saying? Like what?
I don't know. Maybe it's just a thrill of saying he's at work, he's making
Yeah,
money.
bro. I think
I don't know. I don't want to get
I
into
think
that.
that's what it is. Maybe I'm not a girl, so don't calm
Yeah, I don't
down,
want to
man.
get into that. But
It's an
but
opinion.
that's I don't know. That just made me think of it when you were talking about that because like I had to realize how common that really like is, and it's kind of sketch. Like, well, not even kind of sketch. It's very sketch because it's just like,
No cap.
yeah,
I'll feel secondhand embarrassment if I ever had seen that, like witnessed that in person. Cause it's like to be
uh,
honest, it's like if I was that person, like genuinely, like you know what I'm saying. If I'm 23 and I'm talking to someone that's 17, I wouldn't even really I wouldn't want to show my face at the school. You know what I'm saying? Like if that's going down, you feel me? That's embarrassing. Like you have like, bro, nothing's more embarrassing than like stepping on a campus full of children and
Yeah, because they're
like, you know what I'm
children.
saying?
Yeah.
You feel me? And then like other children are looking at like all the children are looking at you now. And like you over here like, come on now, like that's
Yeah. Hey,
hey now.
let Lexi, without outing your friends, how many of your homegirls did that?
Sorry, okay.
oh,
Here we go. Here we go. The truth may set you free.
Oh, that was a good one.
say
That
No.
was a good one
You,
though.
you ain't gotta say no names. You ain't gotta say no names.
Okay, so just I want to preface this by saying I've been dying laughing at y'all. I'm not laughing because somebody in my friend group did it. We don't do that. We don't do that type of stuff. Um, I I will say, like, out of all my friends' crazy dating choices, they've never dated any, as far as I know. Well.
Let
Think
memory
about it
strike
now.
back.
Yeah,
Let
yeah.
No,
Think
memory
about
strike
no,
it
no,
back.
now.
no, no. Because the person I'm thinking about, like, when my friend dated them, they were like 3 years older than them, but they were still in high school. So no, none of my friends have
Well, that
ever.
ain't crazy. Like to me, like
Yeah,
if Shorty is senior in high school and bro like a freshman in college, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? You
yeah.
know, or like I feel like the cutoff for me would be like if she a freshman in high school and like bro freshman like in college, you tripping? She fresh out of middle school, you tripping? But if she a junior or
Yeah.
senior and you like a freshman or sophomore in college, that's kind of like all right, bro. Like all right.
Well,
This is
listen.
like 2027 and a 17-year-old.
Yeah. Daniel, I can't name names. I can't name drop the person,
No,
but
no,
you know
I'm not
them.
saying name drop. Just
No,
you give us a number though. You give us a number.
right. Okay. So the person that I know, they did go to our school.
Oh, see, hold on. You
Um,
ain't had to say all that.
That's what I'm saying.
You
Like, just
ain't
give
had to
us a
say all
sorry.
that.
number. Just give us a
Sorry.
number.
Sorry. Oh my
I know who
God.
you talk. I
Sorry.
know who you talking about though. Like,
Hey, yeah,
Okay.
hey, yeah.
But we ain't
um,
gotta do that.
yeah,
Nigga,
we're
we
not
are
gonna get in.
canceled. We are
But
Nah,
canceled.
nigga, we're reporting. We ain't canceling.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, no. Um, okay, so I know that the person was a freshman and the person they were dating was at least in their early 20s. And
Yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
was a known thing and
Wasn't on thing.
kind of made it worse. The person who they ended up dating had kind of graduated from our school many years prior. And I'm gonna just leave that at that. I'm gonna leave it at that because I
Hey,
don't want to go any further. But yeah,
I think the statute of limitations is like 10 years, so yeah.
yeah. Um, and that person like has a whole different life now, so it's kind of wild to see and just like knowing that about them. But yeah, that's the only person I know. But see, I wasn't friends with that girl, but one of my
Oh,
best
okay.
friends knows that girl
It all
and knew
makes
her
sense now. It all makes sense now.
personally.
It
So
makes sense now. It
I
makes
believe
sense now.
I believe
yeah,
Rob has connected the dots.
really okay.
I'm Hey, if it
Oh
makes you feel any
God.
better, I'm oblivious. I have no earthly
oh
idea. I
Sean,
have no clue.
that was definitely going on at your school for a fact.
Oh no, yeah, it was at my school, so I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't worried about
Mm-hmm.
anybody else's school. So
Yeah, I ain't gonna
yeah,
lie. Yeah, it was
like
something.
I
Hey.
walked out of the school one day and I was like, my nigga, what? All
Yeah.
right. Like, all right. I'm like, what the fuck you got going? Why are you not at work? It's 2:45. Like, nigga,
Yeah.
it's 2:45. Why
I'm
you outside in
saying.
our parking lot? Like, who let this nigga in our parking lot? Like, I thought this was secure. But I
Facts,
ain't
that,
bro.
though.
Facts.
that
Facts. You
nigga.
got a security guard for what? For
But I ain't
what?
though.
You
Hey,
have
Come
one
hey,
on,
job.
bro.
that nigga signed up as
All
one
right,
of her
bro.
guardians. That nigga signed up as one of her guardians to pick her up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where you was
Shit.
Honestly,
yeah,
just a little
nigga.
fun fact, like that's something that they kind of did in the 90s, but nobody said anything. But it was more of like a known thing. Like the girls bragged about it. And they bragged about having a boyfriend picking them up from school that was like many years older than them.
So like, all right,
And
so
some,
I mean, they're doing that
real
now.
deal, real deal though.
yeah.
What's the real deal? What's the flex in it though? In actuality, because like
Um,
because if a kid come from a good family and everything, or a richer
mhm.
family, he could have a nice car when he's 16. So he could just pick you up. You know what I'm saying? So I guess like what's the flex for real? I guess.
Okay, so I have to appeal to the ladies real quick.
Oh yeah, we
Um,
real deal just want to know. We not hating. We just real deal. We just don't get
no,
it.
yeah. Okay, so when I was much younger, thank God I've grown. But as a younger girl, like you have this appeal or affinity for older men because older men are more established. They have something. Older could be like you're 16 and he's 20. Like he has a car, he has some money, has a job, he's not in class with you. And most of the boys you see every day at your high school probably ain't hitting on nothing. Um, they're still going through puberty and they're not really established enough. Like they're not a man. Like you look at them and you think he's 17, like I'm 17, he's a boy. But imagine you full figured, you've come into your own, you're a beautiful girl. Nobody can really tell the difference between you and a 22-year old. And women mature faster than men. That's a known fact. So we're already thinking ahead and we're thinking past high school and we're thinking, how can this person like kind of take care of us? Like, what can you do for me? Can you take me out on dates? Women like to be wooed. And for the girls who grew up around other people thinking that was okay if they saw women in their family dating older men, a lot of people's grandmas were grooms. We're going to leave it at that. So it's kind of a thing. And the women in your family are telling you it's okay to date an older man if he has money. Get with him. It's different than dating a boy with money because 9 times out of 10 that is his parents' bread. But an older man is getting that bread for himself. So, imagine you're, like I said, fine, you're cute, like you're grown, you're full figured, whatever. And this guy sees you in a store, and all of a sudden he wants to wine and dine you and buy you clothes and take you out and get your nails done. Like you're not having to ask your mom for that. You're not having to ask your cousins or your dad or your brother, or if you have siblings or something, you don't have to worry about this little boy like telling you, oh, my mom says I have to be home at a certain time, or I have a curfew, or oh, I got my phone taken away, or like just to those girls, stupid little boy kitty stuff. So, yeah. And like I said, him having money adds to that. So, yeah. And I mean, that's at least that's how I thought about it from that perspective. Older men are more established and they're more mature. And if you're a mature woman and you're 17, or at least you feel mature, you're gonna want somebody on your level. And I can speak. I mean, like Danny, I love you. We went to high school together, we grew up together.
Uh-oh.
Neil, same, but like, you know what I'm saying? I was in high school and I was like looking in the direction of any of y'all, like none, but like an 18-year-old, 19-year-old outside of our school, for sure. Especially when I was 18. Because I'm like, he's not here. I'm not looking at you in a uniform every day. He's a grown man. So yeah.
Okay.
But
But basically, though,
Hmm.
y'all was just really impatient because, like,
for sure.
because like we just would have been in that same position like 3 years later. But I understand the perspective though now. So yeah,
Yeah.
And I love it because what you just said equals them niggas still ain't right. So
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, them niggas. Because now if you see somebody our age talking to a high school girl, you're gonna look at them like, oh, you're a predator.
Yeah, no, for sure. And it was bad then. And thinking back on it, then like, okay, so I don't want to expose myself. I was of legal age. So let me just put that there. I was
oh boy.
20. I was 20, but you're not grown at 20. And trying to talk to someone that's 30 and you're freshly 20 is crazy. And the 30-year-old being okay with you being freshly 20 and trying to talk to you is also crazy. So,
Yeah, that's still not as bad as Shannon, but yeah, I feel you though. Yeah,
yeah, but it's just like, think about it. Like, you're in two different places. I just got done being a teen. Okay. You're 20 years shy
yeah,
of being 50.
yeah. You probably knee deep in debt. Yeah, that's crazy actually. Yeah,
Yeah. Like,
Yes, sir.
yeah. And it's pretty wild to think about. Um,
you don't even know what a FICO score is. That's crazy. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
and I don't
wild.
even think I had to really establish my credit when I was 20. So, like, well, and this man had a house I had 2 cars, like full-time job. I knew nothing about that. Like I was still in school, staying at home with my parents. So I was just that, and I think that's the thing with Shannon. Like that's really crazy. Like y'all are in two totally different spaces in your life. She's a teenager, allegedly, and you're almost 60. That's gross. What are you doing with that? But I also blame her because why are you talking to a 56-year-old man? Now, what I'm not blaming her for is whatever happened between them that wasn't consensual, because that definitely wasn't her fault. But I guess this is why, like, I kind of like cringe and frown up a little bit with the girls that just are chasing a bag when it comes to these older men, because it's not really worth it at the end of the day. Because you also still have to entertain this old man and talk to him.
Yeah, if you want to be a sugar baby, gotta give us some sugar.
Unfortunately,
Um,
I still think that like consensual or non well, I'm just gonna say consensual, even like if this is consensual, like
yeah.
I still, yep, Shannon did it. Shannon did it. Like I definitely believe
Mhm.
he did her. Like he did
Mhm.
her, consensual or not. I believe it.
Mhm.
Like you can't convince me otherwise. Because like that's up his alley. Like he's already showed us that he's willing to go. Like
Think about it. If he would have
he's
just
willing to go
got,
low.
if he could have got right for Tracy Ellis Ross, he wouldn't even be in this situation. He wouldn't even
So
be.
Yeah.
so I really want to speak on like just real quick off of us talk like us hearing about the thoughts of how you saw it when you were younger, right?
Mhm.
Um, if now I'm not saying the men, you know what I'm saying, ain't sick, but that mean the women sick too. Like the little girls sick too. Because if y'all so advanced,
Um,
how y'all sitting here know like y'all advanced to know, like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all advanced to know
to a
that this is
degree.
not right.
I'm
But you
I'm
but you
gonna say to a
but you
degree.
but okay, cool. But you still know it's not right though. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like at a
but
certain age, we know that what we're doing, like if you going if you're going to sit here and say, hey, he's this, we need to say something about the hey because it takes two to tango. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't just talking to himself. You know what I mean?
Well,
yes,
I
no,
guess
but
though. Oh, my fault,
okay.
Lexi. Go ahead. Go.
I need to speak on or touch on what you're saying.
Okay.
So here's the thing. This is where the delusion comes in because how I said you think that you're mature at that time. You're not
Mhm.
mature at 17. You've only been alive 17 years. You've been fully creating memories for 14 because we don't start having memories till we're 3.
You ain't
So
spawned
you have
in.
14, yeah. You have
I was
14
6.
genuine. Oh my God.
That ain't nothing to brag about. That is nothing to brag about, bro. That means you can't even tell who your
Trying
kindergarten
to.
friend was. Anyway, continue.
It's
I
probably
was the
why he
friend.
don't really remember Daniel. But anyway. um, so you have 14 genuine memories, like in moments of maturity, but you don't really start maturing until a certain age. So no, unless you've grown up around, and that also has to do with environment. If you've grown up around people who have preached to you and pounded in your head, hey, do what you can to secure this, and this for your future. You're gonna be okay with doing certain things. Now, I want to add to that. Young girls, although we feel like we're so super mature, we're very impressionable because, okay, I'm gonna take it a little step further. If you are considering the fact that like you're dating at 16 and you're still a virgin and you haven't had certain experiences, but you watch movies and you read books. Most of the girls have already planned their
Wattpad.
wedding in their head, right? Wattpad, okay. Most of the girls
Yeah, I
have
know
already
that. Yeah.
planned their wedding in their head at 10.
Freak,
And
man.
we're just like building and expounding upon that fantasy. We're just trying to get ourselves closer and closer to our wedding day. And Young girls love the idea of falling in love. It doesn't matter what environment you grew up in, but the love that you find may not be the love that you need. So if this girl is 17 and she feels as though she's mature enough, that she's too mature for the boys she's around, it is true, but that's also the delusion because she's still on the same level as them. And it is unfortunate because even though she is thinking this man is good looking and he's fine and I want him, no, she's probably not thinking this is wrong. Or if she is, she's not thinking on the level of, oh my gosh, like, what if I disgrace my family? What if I shame my friends? No, it's like I said, securing your future, however long you feel your future may be with that person. The issue is always on the partner. And this doesn't just have to be between a man and a woman because you have women who seek out younger guys, like young boys. But my thing is like, you are the adult in the situation.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you have the opportunity to say, this isn't right. Because children are impressionable. They are not as mature as they think. We were all young once. We all thought we were grown when we really weren't grown. Okay. So being that we're on the other side of that, having matured a little bit more, having had some experiences a lot more, we know we didn't know anything at 17. So a 17-year-old girl is not getting ready to differentiate between this is a grown man I probably shouldn't be dealing with versus this is somebody that I could probably build a life with. Because again, young girls we're thinking ahead. Once we hit that 16, 17, we are thinking past high school because women in society are groomed to secure their future and secure a man. We know this. So, no, like I said, it is on the adult. If you are an adult in this situation and you are actively seeking out this person, this young child, a child, you are automatically in the wrong every single freaking time.
Yeah, because the
And
the adult should have the wisdom in the situation.
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't want it to be your kid. You certainly
Oh
wouldn't
no,
want a
no.
17-year-old child of yours talking to a 23-year-old man or even a
Nah,
20
yeah,
year
boy,
old.
yeah. Like I don't care if I had a 17-year-old boy. I mean, he's not talking to a 23-year-old woman because I'm gonna look at that woman like, what's wrong with you? Yeah.
Yeah, like and I then that's the thing. Like I guess I'm not on the fence on your stance, let's see, because I agree wholeheartedly. Like I agree that like it's definitely on the adult. Like the adult has full responsibility. But also this was my son or daughter, like yes, I'm gonna be like, all right, adult, come get these hands, and then like I'm gonna chew my kid out as well because I'm gonna be like, all right, like you should know better. So that's why like I definitely get where Robert's coming from. Like
No, yeah, I get you, yeah.
if in the right stance, if you raise your kid right, like
Hmm.
they should know better. Like they should know better. Like and it's worth getting chewed out, especially at a certain age. Like yeah, I won't get into the really young 'cause that's wild. But like and like the age range that we're talking about, like you should know better at least. Like you like even though like you should be giggling, kikiing like ah ha ha ha, like I'm talking to this 25-year-old, like you're like I shouldn't be doing this. Like you should know better. Like even if you're still
Yeah,
gonna do it,
yeah.
like I don't know. I
And definitely as a parent, you should definitely, have that conversation. You should actually have that conversation before you allow your children to date. And I think that is where the misconception is. A lot of parents just don't want to have that conversation because they don't want to go into the whole topic of sex. Little do they know, like,
That'll help them.
your children are already exploring things. So,
Oh, boy, so
yes,
they probably already know about it, or at least, or
yeah.
no, some, I don't know,
Yeah,
Um,
especially nowadays. But
yeah.
I don't want to, oh, go ahead. I'm
Oh no, I was
sorry.
gonna
Go
say
ahead.
by the way, on time we are at an hour 30. Just want to go ahead and just
Oh,
let
okay.
y'all know.
really.
Yeah, now we haven't
Um
been too topic heavy this episode, but like we've been getting in depth, really.
I wanted to, I
yeah,
guess, since
I was about to say, did you no, I was about to say, Lex, if you had a topic, we
Yeah,
can
yeah,
because
yeah.
we got a lot of input from
yeah,
you. You can either give us your topic or we can call this one yours because look, man, you gave us some really good input.
yeah. I just I'll just speak on it briefly because I'm probably not gonna want to talk about it the next time I'm moderating. So okay, real quick, this pastor, I don't know if y'all been seeing it, this pastor and his wife on this podcast. And they were talking about their marriage, start to current, and they were mostly speaking on the past. In this portion of the interview, it was clipped, and the wife essentially was talking about the fact that she used to iron her husband's clothes while he was getting ready to go see his side chick. So,
Like she knowingly knew or she discovered she did.
knowingly knew,
Oh, okay.
knowingly knew.
True, true.
So, little background, they met in high school. Um, she had some type of prophetic dream. She said that God told her he was going to be a pastor or her husband was going to be a pastor. She was like, I'm dating this guy. This must be the one. I'm going to just be real with y'all. Like, whatever abuse a man could put a woman through, verbal, mental, emotional, he did that. He told her he hated her, that he didn't love her,
Damn.
that he wished he never married her.
Damn.
She came from a broken home. Like her mom divorced her dad because he cheated. And she always felt like, well, maybe if my mama stayed and worked on the marriage, they probably would have still been together. She's one of those ones. So when she got pregnant at 17, his family kind of took
Alexa
her
said it couldn't
in.
be me.
Yeah, no. If she likes it, I love it. But they took her in and were taking care of her essentially, and so they just kind of like grew up together. But yeah, he would stay out all hours of the night, and they were having more children, and he was just like being rude to her. I don't know if he ever put his hands on her, but it was definitely a lot of infidelity within their marriage on his part, and she was so like up in her head. Like when he would tell her that he hated her or that he wished she never married her, she would be like, "You'll love me one day, and we'll have a good marriage one day." I wouldn't wish that type of delusion on my worst enemy. He would often call her out of her name, and she said that she knew. And I mean, shout out to God because we love him. And, you know, when he speaks to us, you know, we do our best to try to listen. We don't always, but, you know, she said, like, when he would call her out her name, she thought, oh, I know I'm called by God and I belong to the Most High, so it doesn't bother me. Um, Me personally, he would have backhanded, but that's neither here nor there. I would have left him a long time ago, but she stayed. Also, when he met her, he genuinely told her, like, you're cute, but you're a little bigger than I'm used to. So, she was also not his preference.
Damn. This nigga,
It just sounds like he didn't
this
love her.
nigga is
Yeah.
ruthless.
Yeah.
Can I? Okay, can I ask for not to cut what you're saying short? I just want to know how their story ends. Like, are they? Is this podcast when they're saying this podcast? Are they together? Are they happily married still? Like, have they talked
Yeah, did they work it
about these
out?
issues? Like,
So,
where?
yes, they are happily married. They're
Shout out
actually
God,
on the
boy.
podcast, like,
Shout out God.
laughing about it, kind of,
Yeah,
because
man,
a
can't be
lot of the
nobody but
stuff,
him, bro.
yeah,
Laughing
a lot of
about
the
it.
stuff, yes, laughing, giggling,
Woo.
giggling, like, a lot of the stuff happened between their marriage when they were younger. But someone in the comments said that allegedly, a church member of theirs told them that allegedly he still be talking to her crazy. So that I don't think that's changed. Um, but yes, they are still married and they have a church together. He's the pastor of the church, obviously. And yeah, and they're just, I guess, they're on this whole testimony train, and I'm I'm one like I love a good testimony. Like talk about what God has done for you, you know, brag on him. But I feel like with that, that to me is like reserved for like a book or reserved for a marriage conference or like you're doing therapy for couples who are going through marital issues. Like I just feel like getting up on a podcast talking about that is a bit much for me because it gives people the opportunity to take tidbits of what you're saying, which is essentially what they did. Now, I did not have the opportunity to watch the full hour podcast, they said that some of their topics and responses were even crazier than that. But I watched a good bit of videos that were like clipping together pretty much what they were talking about. And to me, it just seems like a lack of respect. He
I
did not
agree.
like her. He obviously never liked her. I mean, from the get go, he told her she was big. And now I have been approached by men in crazy ways over my life, and I've been approached nicely, but no one has ever told me to my face that I was too big or bigger than they were used to. Like I just feel like that's just an
Yeah, that's a
insult.
wild way to introduce yourself to.
Like that's a wild way to introduce
That's a
yourself.
wild way.
Like, and then for you to like continue talking to this man, regardless of whether or not we were in high school, like
Hey, Shouty,
no.
you a little heftier than I'm accustomed to, but like what?
But that's all right though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Man,
yeah, she
And
man,
she
no,
should
yeah.
just
that
walked
was
by. She
crazy.
should have walked away.
And he told her that she was his because he was a sports guy. I think he was a football player. And he told her that like she was his number one, but he did have some sideline cheats. So he's been cheating from the beginning of the relationship.
Well, it sounded like she didn't love herself as well.
Oh,
So
definitely, she didn't have any self love.
yeah, yeah.
Which is
So
unfortunate, but that's
I think it's
it.
just two damaged people together. I'm glad that they're happy now. I hope they're happy now.
Question mark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question mark.
Question mark?
Happy is
I'm
subjective.
glad they got a
It's just
church, and I'm glad they're spreading the word. So
Happy is relative, my guy.
Cordial enough to keep their marriage together. Face. I'm just playing. I'm happy for him though.
Hmm.
I mean, I mean, it
Sleeping
sounds
in
like
two twin beds, looking ass.
yeah, a definitely rocky story. Like
yeah,
this is very interesting, but I'm glad. I guess in their case, they have somewhat of a good ending. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
Love don't gotta make
So,
sense to the outside people. It
That's
don't.
true. That's
hmm. That's very true. That's very true. Hmm.
okay.
Wow.
Well, that is my
Wow, you
topic
just blew my
then.
mind with that story. Yeah, you just blew my mind.
very
Yeah,
wild.
yeah.
Shit, y'all got anything else, guys?
Yeah,
Tips?
that's gonna be my tip and trick. Love look different for somebody else than it does for you. So
Hey, I like that one, brother. What you got, Rob?
So kind of piggybacking off him, but love yourself. Love
yeah,
yourself.
do that
You know what I'm
first.
saying?
Yeah, do
Yeah,
that first.
yeah.
Yeah.
Love yourself. You know what I'm
Love
saying?
yourself. Hmm. Well, I think I'm a stick to that topic too, bro. I'm gonna say just remember to care about yourself and go hard for your dreams because ain't nobody gonna go harder than you. Just straight like that. And to end the podcast, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. And did y'all know there was like a sperm race? Crazy. But we're gonna be here until we get canceled. My name is Danny. My name is Shandon. That's Danny J. We got Rob. Big shout out to our moderator Lexi. We'll be back here next week. Maybe. Actually, I'm gonna bring up the sperm race. That's crazy. But we'll be back here next week. Until we get canceled. Y'all, check us out.
Y'all the real niggas.